against your religion?
Shaving is not against my religion. I'm just
Okay.
trying this look out. That's all.
What? Oh, I don't like it. Just saying,
Okay. Okay.
don't like it.
That's fine.
No, I don't. Okay, here's. Okay, I hate to start this off on this because this is very bullshit stuff. I don't mind shaving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind having a beard. But having a unkempt beard that you're definitely not trimming and cleaning up is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I trim my beard every week.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta clean it up. You have to have a certain cleanup. You're not biting the whiskers in your mustache right now and stuff like that.
No.
It does not.
No.
It's not affecting you whatsoever.
It doesn't bother me.
You're a liar, but
So
that's
anyway,
fine.
what are your conclusions from the videos you saw? What were your thoughts?
Okay, hold on. Turn it. Why is okay? There we go. All right, I gotta turn me looking at you. Boom. There we go. All right, so let me go over it here. I'm gonna go over the list because there was a lot of them all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
I mean,
was
I
like,
was making
oh
them every
shit,
day.
Bamsey's recording again. And
Yeah.
then you did like a bunch of. Did you see any of this, Jason? Answer.
Of what?
No. Okay. Jason saw none of
Of
this.
of what?
Exactly.
So
You
Jason,
didn't
two
see
weeks
anything.
ago I started posting daily, just turning on the camera and talking to it for like 3 to 5 minutes every day.
With it
Okay.
looked like The Office in the background.
Yes, I did get the office background for a while.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought
That's
that
a
was.
decent office background.
No, like I
No, it
actually
was.
had the background from the office.
No, from The Office, the TV show.
Oh,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
some of the old videos. I changed it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
what was your goal with those videos?
Honestly, it was just to
It
get
was
back
just
into
a
the
self
habit of posting again.
talk.
Yeah. Because I
It
felt
looked like
kind of
a
bad that
self
I spent
talk
like 2 years making content and then I just stopped.
and completely abandoned your whole Discord that you built up. And
Exactly. So I figured,
yes,
okay, I should get back to that.
yeah.
Especially now that my
So
health is better. I can walk again and all that.
you can walk again. So you lost walking.
Yeah, for a few months I couldn't walk.
I
I've
had very
never.
painful sciatica tonight, and I think it forced me to stand in a proper stance every time I got down on a shot, which is might be a reason why I shot so good tonight.
Yeah,
It's because I was
congrats on the
forced
pool
into a
wins.
proper stance. Oh, I popped the fuck off, dude. I fucking put on a show.
That's good.
That's not what I wanted to talk about. Is Jason's pool pool acumen tonight, which I'm sure was great. So was Ultimate Pool tonight.
Yes.
Okay. What I learned from 2 years of podcasting as a complete beginner. Let me try to reconvene what you said in that. What you said was, I have to be more engaging. And then you did mention I have to do better thumbnails or something like that. I learned thumbnails and blah, blah, blah. Also, you said at the same time, I have to be more engaging when you click on my shit. But what I learned is to make you click on my shit, even if it's shit. Wild. So that was a wild take. I was like, okay. He goes, oh, what I learned is when you click on my shit, it has to not be trash. That's more important than the click.
Sure.
If you want to be really popular, let's just say you just want to make money. Yeah, you could just do clicks. How to rapidly improve at anything. So I think, was this the one that you were talking about being an autodidact?
No, I don't think I mentioned autodidact.
No, you
Does that
didn't
mean
say it. You didn't say it.
Okay.
does that mean that you suck your own dick?
Yes, it means you learn to suck your own dick fantastically. I think that's what an autodidact is. No, it's a person that learns on their own.
Yeah.
An
So
autodidactory?
Self-taught.
yes, so self. You were going like, oh, you need to be self. Yes, go to school, blah blah blah. I was on the same page for most of that. I couldn't go through all of it because it was long. It was like 5 minutes, and I only have like a 3-minute attention span. That's actually hilarious. That was a joke. Good thing you got that fancy. But I thought, so you like mentioned being an autodidact. And I was like, yeah. Of course, an autodidact is superior, but at the same time, you need somebody to check you on the shit that you're self-learning, because self-learning is a dangerous slope of I'm self-learning what I want to learn. You have to be challenged.
Sure.
Yeah. So if like Jason says he's gonna go play pool for, I don't know, 3 months by himself, and he teaches himself everything, if he never plays against anybody, it's meaningless. Because you learn more by having competition. Competition is the creator of increasing skill.
Yeah, I definitely keep people around me that check my skill.
Right. The key is to have people better than you around you.
Right. So in addition to making the daily videos, every so often having a conversation like this to hold me accountable, right? Makes sense.
Even if it's not me.
Ultimately, the only person
I'm
that can
not a
hold you
professional.
accountable.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the only person that can hold you accountable for anything is you.
Yes. But at the same time,
You could go to jail and never take responsibility for your crime. You could be sitting in jail and you fucking haven't taken responsibility yet.
Yeah, that's
yes,
I'm not
but
saying you. I'm saying
at
one.
the
Yeah.
same time, you have to have somebody that's better than you,
Hmm.
or what you think is better than you. It doesn't necessarily have to be better than you, but you have to surround yourself with people that are skilled at what you want to do.
Yeah. Actually, you
So
two might be interested to hear this. I've applied to the Canadian Armed Forces for a job. So they're going through the whole
yes,
process.
we heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I might end up a military man like
What's the
Jason.
process? What's the process for Canada?
Well,
Apparently
now
not much, because Vamsi's applying.
they're doing a bunch of reference checks. Then I think there'll be an in-person interview. Then there might be like a boot camp. I'm not sure. But yeah, Jason, when they asked for my
Now, is it a
preference,
job? Is it joining the military or is it a
civilian,
contractor job for the military?
I think there were both options. I think I picked the contractor option.
Okay, so you're not actually
Right.
joining the military.
Well, it
Yes,
might still
that's two different
require
things.
the fitness checks and stuff. We'll have to see.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, we'll see. But Jason, when they asked for preferences, I put in the Air Force. So I took your
No
advice.
shit.
Yeah.
That was the correct
Canadian Air Force.
choice.
The
Yeah.
Canadian Air Force doesn't do shit, dude.
That was a correct. Yeah, that was a correct choice.
Okay.
I've been at St. John's, Newfoundland, right?
Mhm.
The Canadian Air Force has a couple planes there. They don't do shit but drink all day long.
Have you practiced drinking, James?
No, I will not drink.
Um, let's see. Let's see what the other one. Other one I had problems with. I think it was. You started. I think it was. I skipped to lessons I learned when I turned 30.
Yeah, that one is insanely popular for some reason.
Yes, but because
Wow, I hate that
there
title.
was some wild things in that I was like, what? That's what you came away with that? Holy shit. Let's go over it. I'm gonna play it. Let's see if I can go over it because we only got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. All right. Number one. Oh, okay. I just learned the first thing. So what you learned when you turned 30 was to do something and complete it. It took you to fucking 30 to learn that. That's wild. That was what the first thing I was like. It was like, oh, when I start something, I complete it. Holy fucking shit. Yes. Of course. I think this might have been mentioned before. Oh, I mean, every time you fucking talk to one of us. Which was wild that you decided to make a video. Hey, when you decide to start something, finish it. That's a good keep with that. It's a good idea. I like that one.
Well, how many things have you started that you just don't continue?
None. Nothing. Unless it was out of my control. So I've never started anything where I decided, yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Okay.
What about the
Okay,
basement?
no, hold on.
What about the
I'm gonna
basement
say,
remodel?
I'm going to say frivolous things. Sometimes I start things and I go, that's a bad idea. Which, yes, Jason would point out my basement remodel. So I started remodeling my basement. We started putting walls up and shit, fucking insulating, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Am I ever going to turn this into a livable area? I go, no, I'm not going to. But at the same time, I failed.
It was a livable area.
Let's just say, no, let's just say it wasn't. It's the
Paul was
fucking
living there.
tech. Well, then I succeeded. If you want to say that, I succeeded. But
technically,
yeah, technically I
it was a
succeeded.
livable area.
Yeah, technically I succeeded already because he was living there while I didn't do anything. So, but my point was, is I was doing all this work, and then all I was really doing, BMC, and this is sometimes when you do your failures, you look back and you go, I didn't finish that, but what did I learn? And I learned a shit ton when I did that. So I learned, I don't want to really list it because it's stupid. Like, are you recording this?
Yep.
I think
Okay, so like ram setting studs, doing insulation.
it's no excuse. Let me give my example.
Okay.
I was doing a puzzle once, and one of the pieces just wasn't in the puzzle box.
Okay.
Now I could have quit the puzzle, right? But I was like, no. And I called up the fucking company that printed the puzzle. I told them what piece it was, and I made those fuckers mail it to me.
Um, and I agree with that, but also I believe time is money.
No, I'm just kidding. That actually never happened. I
Okay.
just thought it would be funny.
All right, so I negated that with the time is money. So he definitely didn't have the time to spend that kind of money, or it wasn't worth his time. But my point is, time is
No,
money.
you should
But
always
did you
you
learn
should
something?
always be doing a cost benefit analysis at all times while you're doing anything.
I agree with. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do a lot of what the crazy shit Jason says, but I don't think about it because technically, it should be the way you're already thinking. Technically.
Okay.
So like,
Costs are dynamic, benefits are dynamic, so you have to do it constantly.
Yes, you have. So like, you're doing the podcast, but damn, see, you got to think: is this worth my time
So
at all times?
at the point when it was taking me like 10 hours an episode, it was not worth it.
But was it, or was it not?
It wasn't worth it for me.
Because, well, because you're looking at the outcome.
Yeah.
So you have to look at the outcome you were getting for the time that you were putting in. It definitely wasn't worth. That's the cost. That's the cost analysis that my brother's saying. Is like, you're putting in this amount of time. Are you getting any gain from this?
Right.
You have to say no if nothing's happening, and then you have to say, if I put in a quality time and I'm getting, like, let's say you were grabbing subscribers by the thousands, then you're doing well. You have to look at the cost bullshit analysis, whatever he calls it.
Yeah, I get it.
But also, if you have a lot of time on your hands, let's say you're retired and you decide to play pool for a living, you have a lot of time on your hands. If you're only gaining a little bit for all the time you're spending, the cost benefit is fucking fantastic because that's all you're doing.
Because the cost of your time isn't much, because you have a lot of
It's
that.
not much because you have more time.
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because you making that fucking assumption.
I didn't. That
It's a
whoa! What
parasitic-
assumption?
It's a parasitic thing to say that my time is less valuable because I'm retired.
But how is it not?
Because it's my time.
Right. But you
Nobody else's
value
time.
you value your time more than other people value your time.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
But your time is still based on if you're evaluating your time versus everybody's assumption of your time, there's still analysis going.
No, because
Like
when you get
you can't analyze it to just yourself.
no, it works. Okay, the idea works on a one-on-one basis. Whereas if you're like, oh, Jason's retired, fucking, I bet he can do this 1 hour randomly one day, right? But here's the mistake: is that's a one-on-one thing. You're not thinking about fucking everyone else that also is trying to steal an hour from me. You're all parasites.
Yeah, but how many people are actually trying to steal time from
Everyone.
who?
It's ridiculous. Once you reach Chris, once you reach a state of enlightenment like I have,
Jason,
and you don't
I'm
want
married
or
with
need
kids.
anything,
How is your time being stolen more than my time?
whose kids
That
are they?
I would evaluate.
Whose kids are they?
They're mine.
So that's your responsibility then.
No,
You've already made the
it?
decision.
is it?
You've already made that decision. Once you make the decision, you commit. But you already made
No.
the decision to
No,
sacrifice
no.
your time for
You,
kids.
you just made assumptions there. I don't
No.
have to commit.
I mean, if you want any fucking self-respect, you do.
But that's not self-respect. That's societal's respect. You're missing.
I don't know. You're saying that
if
you
you are
just
going
fucking
on a
up to the left.
basis, a overall
Okay,
basis, it's
you're
you're going
saying-
societal
you're-
respect, not me.
Okay, first of all, we're derailing this conversation. But you just said that you could up and leave your family and you wouldn't feel guilty about it. That's basically what you just said.
Correct. If it was on a time, if it was on a complete, like, the basis that we're making this argument, yes, that has nothing to do with it.
Famsy, that's the person you're getting advice from. That's
Which
the
is
real
the
person.
right advice. It
So
is the right
Jason,
advice.
I
If you
think
want to use,
I think the point Chris was making was basically that, if you have $1 million and someone else has, say, $100, that $100 is a lot to them. It's everything they have. But to the millionaire, $100 isn't
Thank you,
much.
Vamsy.
It's a small percentage of what they have. So you being retired, you have a lot of free time.
No, hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to squash this right
and
here
this-
before you
this is-
continue.
This is where
Stop.
he can't deal with it.
Do I have more time than you, Vamsy?
No, because all of us get 24
Okay,
hours. a
Because
day.
we all get the same amount of time
Right.
if you live a healthy life.
Well, that's not true either. It's all variable.
Right. But
Vamsy could have
here's-
cancer and he'd have less time, so technically his time. would
that's
be
why I
more valuable.
caveated that with if you live a healthy life.
Right, but
That
no,
includes
it
health.
doesn't even it doesn't even
having
matter
health
if
problems.
you live a healthy life. You could just be lucky.
All right, you're pulling hairs now, or what's
No,
the
I'm
saying?
not. I'm
You're fucking
not.
shaving to pubes right now.
Okay, I get the
not.
point you're making, Jason. We all have 24 hours in a day.
Yes.
And the point I was going to go into as well is if you're a millionaire, but everybody's asking you for $1,000, you've got like 100 people lined around the block,
Yeah.
which is what you're saying your time is treated like, then you
Yes,
will
because
feel
everyone assumes that because I have more time, that fucking I'm always available, and I'm not.
right. Yeah, and
I'm dying to know who needs your time.
Fucking our goddamn fucking boundary stepping parents, obviously, Chris.
wait, is your mom still around?
No,
Yeah.
she's dead.
Okay, I only heard about your dad. Okay,
She's still around.
all right,
That was being a fuckface.
all right. So what other lessons from the I turned 30 video did you go over?
You don't
Um,
suddenly learn a bunch of lessons once you turn 30 years
yes,
old.
yes.
No, it
yes.
was just synthesizing from my 20s, looking back.
Here's the initial lesson you should learn when you're 30, and I stated this in the Knights of Shadowhawk.
Okay.
Sorry. And I think I sent it to you. When you turn 30, your biggest lesson is I was a fucking idiot when I was 20.
Yeah.
So
I
your
know where he's
biggest
going with
lesson
this.
when you're 30 is you should realize when I turned 5 to 10 years older, I was a fucking idiot 5 to 10 years ago.
Yep.
That should be your biggest lesson. You go, oh, I got my shit together. I'm older now. And you go, oh, back then I was a fucking idiot. The realization you should have is you're a fucking idiot. That's the realization you should ever have. You always have more to learn.
Mhm.
You do not know. You haven't have everything figured out at any time. So every time you get older, you should go, oh, back then I learned all this shit. I'm so much smarter, but you haven't reached the pinnacle yet.
There is no pinnacle.
There is
Yes,
no
there is.
pinnacle.
It's called enlightenment.
No. Yeah, I guess. I guess in perfection, yes, there is, but you don't. You're always learning.
Jason, you said you were enlightened. What do you mean by that?
The removal of all fear, self-doubt, insecurity, anger.
So
That's not
negative
true.
emotion.
Yeah, that's not true whatsoever.
But
No,
Jason,
I still get angry. Angry.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say.
so Jason, 10
That's
years
not
from
true.
now,
Don't
you
I don't act angry out. I don't act out angry, I guess.
But Jason, 10 years
But
from now,
that's my secret. I'm always angry.
but 10 years from now you will be wiser than you are today, correct?
That's hard to believe, to be honest.
Yeah, but when you
Like,
look
that
back,
was easy to believe.
insane to
It's
say that.
easy to believe when I turned 30. Like, oh, you were going to be wiser when you're 40. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I believe that. But now, if you were to tell me at 50 that I'd be even wiser than I was at 40, I don't know, man.
I guess
That's
I'll ask you when you're 50.
That's hard. That's hard for me to. That's hard for me to conceive.
Unbelievable that you wouldn't even conceive that.
Like, I'm so wise as it is.
Shit, that's God, Bamsey. You know what? You have good interviews. You just don't even know it yet. Fuck. That's a
No,
wild.
because okay.
thing
Let
to
me
say.
further explain. Let me
Sure.
further explain.
I can't wait.
Okay, so I base my values and moral structure on very simple rules that are right 100% of the time, right? So, if a situation occurs,
Ooh, can I play
and
devil's advocate to all the rules?
hold on, let me hear, because the rules don't matter. The rules don't matter in what the point I'm trying to make here. Okay,
Fantastic.
the point is, if you refine those values and rules, right? Once you get them sorted out, like, I don't think the rules are going to change that much.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that I think you could say from a wisdom perspective would be better than adhering to your values in a series of rules.
So you think you won't be much wiser at 50 because your framework of rules won't have changed, your values.
Well, because my framework is built on very basic fundamentals,
All right,
and everything
throw
stems
us
from
out a
that.
throw us out a couple.
Don't lie, ever.
Actually, I
Okay,
have that too. Yeah.
that's a great rule. Next,
Yeah. Um,
well, that was a short rule
don't
list.
don't don't want or need anything from anybody.
So be
It's a good rule.
100% self-sufficient.
It's a good rule. Not
Yeah.
it's not 100. First off, that's not 100%. You wish that to be true.
Yes, that's what you strive for.
Yes, you
Right.
strive for that.
Even if you can't achieve it.
That's not it's not always the way it is, but yes.
Right.
Um, anything else, Jason?
That's funny
These are
because
good. These are
for
good. These are good so far.
well, for
Um,
today's talk, I actually wanted to record a video about how nobody's a self-made man and that everybody benefits from society and from people, and that collaboration
no, but here's
is.
the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great and all, but when you put yourself in the mindset that you don't want or need anything from anybody,
Hmm.
that means you're going to seek out options where you don't have to ask anybody for anything before you get to that point. So you're going to learn so much in the process of getting to the point to even asking for anything.
Yeah, you don't want to owe anybody anything.
It's not about because
I
there
look at
are,
it that way.
well, it I'm going to clarify what you said because I kind of have the same view, but it's once you don't want or need anything from anybody, every situation is now transactional when you do need something, which means,
Yes.
yes, you will owe a debt or you will have to trade something to get something.
Right. Okay.
Which is fine because once you trade something, you don't owe anyone, right? The transaction is done. You've paid for the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
You want to
transaction's complete.
do
There is no more debt.
Yeah, you want to do tit for tat. You don't want to be in somebody's debt.
Now, it seems that you do like to provide things to other people, though.
Yeah,
Free.
as
I like to do things for free. I don't like
I
a
see it,
transaction.
I provide things. I provide opportunities. I will never question providing an opportunity to somebody.
Hmm.
Um, but for like material things, it's usually like because of a social for like celebration that we're alive. When we celebrate our lives, when we gather, I have no problem also being generous.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
But
giving
nobody
something.
asked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong
don't
with giving
wanting a
something,
need
but
doesn't
not
say
wanting
anything
something
about,
behind it.
yeah. But not wanting or needing something from somebody says nothing about how generous you can be or
Right.
providing for others.
But it's interesting. If everybody followed your philosophy, you wouldn't have many opportunities to be generous, would you?
That's not true.
No,
No, because
that's
some
not
people
true.
don't know what they need.
Because no, because you can see people in well, at least in my when in my Air Force career, you can see when people are struggling, right? And they're making that leap, right? That, hey, I'm going to figure this out. I don't care what it takes. And when you see someone put that dedication in the journey, then you want to help
Right.
them. And they didn't
Yep.
ask.
Yep. I agree
Okay.
with that.
What was the last act of generosity you accepted from someone, Jason?
Um, Probably carrying me up the stairs when I had a high ankle sprain.
Who carried you?
Oh no,
When
Chris,
was
no,
that? When was that?
no, Chris helping me move the furniture, some of the furniture.
Okay, cool.
Wasn't even counting that. But yes, like anytime that I help my brother, it's a non-transactional generosity.
Right,
He can
because
use my help.
yeah,
I can provide it. I have the time. There's no transaction there. But
I think it's different. It's different
it
with
is
us. though.
different. It is different with us. But I'm just saying, like, it's like I'm not gaining anything from it except the enjoyment of doing it with my brother.
Right, like,
So it's a weird transaction.
but that's the thing. Like,
And
I don't know. I think I prefer those interactions that aren't transactional. Like when I stayed
those
with
are the
you
best.
for a
Those are
week,
the best.
like you took
Yes.
me to the gym,
I'm not expecting anything from you.
right?
Those are
All
the
right.
best transactions I have.
Here's the dark side. Here's the dark side of that coin.
Okay.
Whether you want to believe it or not, almost every single interaction is transactional
It
already on
is.
some level.
Yeah,
Yes, it
I get
is.
that,
You're right.
but
Because somebody's gaining something.
yeah,
Mhm.
but I like the
Even if I'm
interactions.
doing it for my brother, I'm getting something from it.
Right,
For
but
sure.
the when the gain is implicit, it's nice, right? Like for example, when you're generous and you feel good and that's what you're getting out of it, that's
Yes.
nice because then the
That
transaction is positive sum. Like both
that
parties are
that's
benefiting.
that's the purest form and that's the way it should be.
So maybe what I should say is I prefer positive sum transactions to negative sum transactions or zero sum
Yes.
transactions rather.
Because there is transactions put it this way. If somebody asks you a favor in life, and these are gonna happen, probably never for you. But if somebody asks you a favor in life and they go, can you give me a hand with something, and you are overcome with the I want to help, that's the best feeling you could have.
Hmm.
That's the correct feeling you should have.
Yeah.
I want to do this. This is what I want to do. You're not thinking of, well, how can I gain something from it?
Hmm.
That's when your transactions with another person is a problem.
Okay.
So when you're having a transaction with a person, it's like, well, how can I gain from doing it?
That's a
That
sociopathic
yeah,
tendency.
Well, that's business.
that's when it's a problem.
That's
Well,
business.
that's when it's business.
Right.
That's when it's sociopathic or something like that. You should when you have like a friend and they ask you a favor and you go, yeah, I want to help them with that. I want to help them because I'm helping my friend. That's a good situation. That's when you go, oh, this is a good relationship.
Right.
Until they ask your help for everything that they could do themselves.
Well, that's when it goes past that. Yes, it's when it goes beyond that you decide, oh, this might be a problem.
Yeah.
Or if they go, hey, you remember when I helped you with that? That's instantly when you realize that transaction wasn't for free.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hate, like that's the shit I hate the most. Is you ask somebody's help and you go, oh, you didn't really want to help me. You wanted that for a transaction in the future.
Yeah.
That's
You want
what's
to know
shitty.
another? You want to know another rule? And this one's hard, but it's a good one. This does not count in business. All right. This is
Okay.
just purely social. All right. Always accept no as an answer
Mm,
from another person.
100%.
Interesting.
Yes.
What's an example?
Hey
Okay.
man, hey man,
I'll make an example.
you wanna go to this concert next week with me? No. Okay.
Yeah.
End it.
I'll
You'll
make
be
a
like, oh, why? Or I don't know if that's a good example or not, but
I'll make a true life example. I was in a little bit of financial distress. Wasn't the end. I asked Jason, "Hey, can I borrow X amount of money uh, to get me out of this financial distress?" He said no. Okay, that's it. I asked. Didn't even like asking in the first place. He said no.
well, I
It's
would have
fine.
had to liquidate assets. I didn't want
Right?
to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was fine. I asked. He said no. okay. That's how
That's
it
one of
should
the
end.
that's
Yeah,
one of the
that's how,
positive things about having your money invested.
right.
He's gonna be like, "Oh man, that's gonna cost me so much in
Yeah.
taxes."
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just he's allowed to say no when you have a transaction with somebody. The other person is go, yeah, no, I can't do that. Okay, doesn't change the relationship. They just said no.
I actually think it should be more socially acceptable to say no, and the pressure to say yes by default should be lower, because I think a lot of requests never get
It's
made.
nobody's responsibility for you to stand up for yourself.
Right.
Well,
It's
no,
it's
I think a lot of requests that would get made don't get made because it's so socially expensive to say no, that you would feel like you're pressuring the other person if you made a lot of small asks. But if you
I
knew
yeah,
that they could
but
say no freely, you could ask like for 100 things and they might say yes to one, and that would be a win-win for both of you.
I don't.
I'm trying to I'm trying to put
I'm not
together
sure
what
what
you're
the
trying to
point
say.
was there. I think
My,
I
my
lost
point
your
is a
point.
lot of people don't even make smaller requests because they feel like each request has a cost. Like it's
It
because the other
does.
person feels pressure to say
Yeah,
yes.
it does.
But
But
if
you're
the other
right, it
person knew
does.
that they could say no with no harm to the relationship, no cost, nothing, no problem, no offense made,
Yeah.
then there would be no cost to making small requests because you know the other person can just say no.
Yes, but you're an asshole for making 1,000 small requests.
Yeah, that's like paying for something in
Yeah,
pennies.
like
Maybe.
you gotta understand. If you're making the request, it should be. I really need it. It's reasonable, or like you can't just bombard people with requests because you can't do it yourself.
Well, what
The
if you replace requests?
the immediate thought would be like, if I can't do this, is there another way out? And then that request comes about. Like, I don't ask my brother for money unless it's gotta be fucking serious.
I get that. But what if
And
you
this wasn't even in a situation where it was like, I'll fucking lose everything, because I would have presented it differently. But at the same time, you don't throw that request out, because if you throw it out a million times, you're like the the sky is falling. You can't always throw it out help for constantly everything.
well, imagine replacing requests with like a trade proposal, right? Or a deal, an offer.
I said it didn't
Okay,
count in
but you shouldn't.
business.
But also, this is your friends. Why are you making so many deals with them?
Well, because ideally, in most situations, you want an interaction to be win-win, right? You want both sides to benefit, if possible.
Right, but if you're
Bamsy just put the deal in
friends,
ideally.
but you're talking about friendships. There shouldn't be that many deals in a
I
friendship.
mean,
There really shouldn't be.
it's like you do this
This
and I'll do this for you.
no, but that you're making a business. That's a transactional friendship.
Okay.
You should never, in a friendship, you should never expect anything back until it gets too much. Yes, but as soon as you make it always transactional, it gets fucked up.
Okay. So the
Like
the rules
you
so
fuck
far
up
from
the
Jason
friendship.
have been always take no for an answer in like personal social situations, not in business. Don't
Yes.
lie and
Hmm.
be self-sufficient. Don't expect
And
or
all of
need anything
and
from
all
anyone.
of those things apply to a friendship.
Okay.
Where if you apply those to a friendship, you're not asking them for a transactional relationship. You should expect it should be freely. And if you're asking them all the time, you're an asshole.
Okay.
So when you ask for a friend's help, it should be you should actually need the help.
Right.
And if you need help all the time, guess what you are? You're a problem friend. Because you're not following those same rules as by doing it by yourself.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, as you were saying.
So you're breaking his third rule.
Okay, so what else from the video stood out to you about being
Uh,
30?
fuck. Uh, you should shave your beard.
I should shave my beard. Okay.
Yeah, the cleaning up needs to happen. That's a number one. What happened to the haircuts?
What haircuts?
You get one haircut in America. You start going, I should be getting these. And you threw that all out the window after one haircut. When was the last time you got a haircut after Kelly gave you a haircut?
I don't know. I probably shaved my head like 8 months ago.
I can tell you the answer. 0.
Yeah. It's just you save so much money clipping your hair at home.
It's true. I've cut a friend of me and Jason's hair all the time. I just shaved his head.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's not a haircut. Have a little self-respect occasionally.
I haven't had a
yourself-
haircut since 2014.
You have a different problem, Famsy. Famsy has a full head of hair.
So anyway, Holly, I'm going to post this for today's video. So is there anything else you would want people to know about being like a healthy man?
A healthy man?
Yeah. I mean, that's my main
Okay.
audience, young men.
Okay, well, that was a fucking wild question because what's a healthy man?
Well,
That
what
could
is
be a
healthy
whole
masculinity?
fucking another video.
I mean, I think
Jesus
Jason's
Christ.
principles.
Are you really throwing that out right now? Like, well, what's healthy masculinity in the middle of the video? That's a
Here's how you
fucking
start,
wild
right?
question.
Here's how you start. Every single guy, and I believe this to be true, with maybe some exceptions, but every single guy has got a wall of insecurity that they need to fucking demolish through before they have any chance of making it. Because you can't drive on a road if there's a fucking wall in front of you.
What were the insecurities you had to overcome?
My dick was way too big, like way too big for public.
Who who cares about your dick in public anyway?
That was a joke, Famsy.
I know. It's like you go to an interview, what's your weakness? It's like my dick is way too big. I can't work.
No, are you kidding me? I had a lot. A lot.
I mean, me and my brother's version of that is going to be two totally different things. Well, there's going to be a lot of similarities, and then two totally different things.
I'm also trying to think like what are my insecurities? But yeah, I'm not sure.
Is she wearing a hairnet?
I guess so. But yeah, Jason, I think those rules are a good foundation for anyone to have a healthy life. Like, I think the honesty part is overlooked a lot. Like, for whatever reason,
Yeah. Well, people want to omit the half truths is lying
yeah, I
in
agree.
my book.
White lies are
Omitting
lies.
Yeah.
Omitting the truth is also.
Because, and here's my reasoning behind that. When you lie, there's a burden that you place on yourself of that person eventually finding out that you lied to them.
Hmm.
And the more lies you tell, the more you have to look over your shoulder. And that is another burden of the mind, just like insecurity is.
Yeah,
It does not allow you to drive a straight path because there's walls everywhere.
I think also when you lie to others, you lie to yourself on some level and you distort reality. So you make it harder and harder for you to see reality as it is, which is going to make it hard to solve problems and make progress.
Yeah, you're driving in the fog.
Yeah.
So you can't make sound decisions. I don't think Chris realized he muted himself.
No, because the mute button keeps clicking over. It doesn't unlock. Fucking asshole.
What did Melissa want?
No, it's great that you had your camera on. I was able to troubleshoot.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Upon the lying thing.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what Melissa came into the room about?
No, no. She's
And I
just
learned
asking
that
for
lesson
this
through
feedback.
experience, by the way,
So the
because I
problem
was
with
a piece of shit
lying,
as a kid.
same. Um, lying's a lot of work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a burden.
yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a burden. You have to fucking follow your lie. Like life becomes so simple when you stop lying.
But you love lying for fun.
No, I, that's not lying. It's the assumption you know I'm lying when I'm lying. So
Okay.
like I'm lying. It's if anybody doesn't figure out that I'm lying, you might be retarded.
Okay.
When I'm doing it, it's very blatant. Like I lie all the time, and I give facial expressions. Like I'll tell like, "Oh, that's a really good job you just did there," and I'll just look at him like, "The fuck." The
So it's
whole time
basically
I'm thinking,
sarcasm.
like, what the? Yeah, yeah. It's sarcasm.
Okay.
It's not really lying. They
It's
know.
long form sarcasm.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah. They're like, they're like, wait, does this not really look good? I'm like, no, it looks like fucking shit. And it's
I get
I'm
it.
not waiting a whole day to tell you that I was lying. It's not a long form lie. It's like, no, that looks fucking great. What the fuck? And they go, does this not look good? I'm like, no, it looks like shit. Do it again.
Okay.
It's not lying. I'm saying lie is like you're putting on a ruse. You're really trying to fool someone. I'm not trying to fool anyone.
If I was installing a floor to your standard, how many times would I have to do it over, you think?
I wouldn't even hire you. What are you talking about?
What if someone paid you
That's
to
not even
hire
an
me?
assumption.
You get paid like 10 grand to have me install a floor.
I wouldn't do it. I don't do it for money. I do it for fame.
For fame? What?
Yeah.
World
I get paid
renowned.
an hourly rate. Yeah, I just get paid an hourly rate. I just do it for the best of my abilities. It has nothing to do with the money anymore. That's the plus about being old. It's not all about the money anymore. It's just I just go through the motions at this point.
So maybe that's the advice in my turning 40 video is I don't do it for the money anymore.
You should be. If you're turning 40 and you're still doing it for the money, you did something wrong in your 30s.
Okay. So that means in my 30s I
So,
should do a lot of things for the money. Set myself up for
yeah,
my 40s.
you should have been doing it in your 20s too.
Right.
What I learned, okay, so what I learned in my 30s is I should have spent more time in my 20s making money. In my 30s, I spent it doing it for the money. In my 40s, I said, I'm good with the money. The money isn't everything. Let's just do it for fun now. In my 50s, I'm probably going to fuck off a lot. That's my guess. So it's my guess. I don't know. But I'm assuming when I get in my 50s, I'm going to be like, fucking who cares anymore? Like at this point, it's the end.
Hmm.
I'm looking for the exit at that point.
Okay.
So I'm probably just gonna fucking really fucking not care. Um, that's my expectations. But that's how you should look at it. Is like in your 40s, if you're still looking to set yourself up in your 40s, you're in trouble. You shouldn't be looking for your exit strategy in your 40s. You should already be in that in your 30s. That'd be preferable. And it's always a step behind. So like if you were looking for your exit strategy in your 20s, that's great. You're ahead of the game. But you always be looking for your exit strategy.
So what do you think of Planet retiring at like age 48? That's fine.
Good. He had the mindset to have it earlier.
Yeah.
So that's my point. It's like if you had the mindset earlier to get out as soon as you can, but you have to decide what your resting level can be too.
Is yours like pretty high?
My resting level, yeah, it's a problem. So like resting doing nothing is a problem. I know it's a problem. So like, I know my resting level is I'm dead. So it has to be something. I have to be doing something. I'm not even sure if retiring is I'm not working because I don't think I could do that.
Maybe you'll be a mechanic.
I might be doing something, but I have to be learning or doing something.
Right.
Like I have to be doing something or I'm gonna have a problem.
Well, Jason's doing something, right? He plays a bunch of pool.
You have to find some kind of meaning. Otherwise it's you're killing yourself. So
Right.
yes. So like if he chooses pool and that's his resting level, if he
That
takes it
was an easy
seriously,
choice.
yeah, if he takes it seriously and he really is going for it, then all the power to him. That's what he decided that he's putting his focus into, but you can't put your focus into nothing.
Right.
And
Okay.
if you did, but here's the thing, you'll never be in that situation that you could put your focus into what you want to do if you never put your focus beforehand.
Into
If
making
you
money.
never had that focus beforehand to put your shit together, you'll never be in the ability later to put your focus into what you really want to do.
Chris, for whenever you're retiring, right? I just thought, what would I want to do for 1,000,000 hours and never get bored? And pool was that.
Right. Yes.
So you should be a. So you should once you retire, you should be a fart sniffer.
So stupid. So stupid. But, but yes, if being a fart sniffer, I'm not even gonna do this. I can't even do that with a straight face.
Are you a smart fella or a fart
I
smeller?
was gonna do it with a straight face, but I can't fucking do it.
Okay. Anyway, I think that
Do a
basically
fucking analogy with that.
that wraps it up. Um, yeah, it's good. I'm glad you went
That
over some
wraps
of
what up? Was this an interview?
the
You
based.
son of a bitch.
Just the point being is you're in your 30s now,
Mhm.
BMC. This is your main time, 30s to 40s, to make your money. All right. You don't want to be looking back when you're 40 and going, I missed all the opportunity to set myself up. All right. Because when you turn 40, you're getting fucking old. It's different for me because I'm physical labor. So 30 to 40 is my last chance. Past 40, I'm starting to break down. All right. There's physical things that I can't do anymore. There's abilities I don't have anymore.
Yeah, he has to have,
You're
he has to ask a
mentally,
coworker. He has to ask a coworker to unwind a tape measure for him.
that's never happened. But mentally, yes, you have longer, but you still mentally, if you have your shit together, you should make it earlier.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So make your money now. Put all your game in now and make it easier for later. Hell, ask Planet. Ask Planet if I'm saying something crazy here. I'm sure Planet will completely fucking agree. But this is your money making time. 30 to 40.
And you need to figure out what the term whatever it takes means.
Yes.
Whatever it takes doesn't mean until you get bored, tired, or give up.
Yes.
It
Yes.
means that you're fucking it's all on the line.
Yeah. So 30s to 40s, I would work 16-hour shifts. I'd be sleeping in parking lots. Stuff like that. Like to the extreme of what you could do, you do that. So that's your chance. You're gonna enjoy it while you're doing it.
It
Maybe
could just mean
if
cutting
you're a
back on
psycho.
all expenses and saving every dime, or saving and investing every
You
dime.
could do it.
Also,
That's the boring way.
that's what I did.
I find the more fun way is to put yourself through the limits to see where you mentally. It's all mental. So see where you mentally could go. because it's never physical. Physical's fake. You can push your physical to a point where you didn't think you could take it if you mentally go there, and that's the fun. You're saying, "Oh, I can't do this. I physically can't do." Fuck it. Let's try and see if I can do it. That was the fun for me. But eventually, you can only do that for so long.
Famsy, what was the name of your fucking channel that I gave you? And I said it was the best name ever, and you should take my idea. And you ultimately did not take it. Do you remember what it was?
I forgot. Was it like
Was it the serial interviewer or some shit
the
like that?
psycho interviewer on the street or something? It
No.
might be serial interviewer. Yeah.
Serial interviewer. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what he just did.
Yeah.
We
You're
didn't know that. I
serial-
didn't know this was an interview.
No, you know what it is? It's a fucking what's that? What's the guy in pool that you call him? That you were trying to make me watch?
The pool terrorist.
He's the interview terrorist.
The ambusher of interviews.
Yeah. Interview terrorist.
The undercover interviewer.
I don't think it was serial interviewer.
Okay, so here's my question for you, Vimsy. What is your intentions from 30 to 40? You have an idea or a scope of what you
I
want
do
to
think I want to work really hard at something. It's just the challenge of finding the thing. But I think once I find it and stick with it, I do want to go all the way to earn enough to retire.
Okay, but here's the deal. You're 30. You have to decide what that is now. And here's the issue with when I was in my 20s. I had that same drive. I was just putting it towards things that weren't necessary. So if you're driving your 20s, you're putting things in the wrong place.
You have to
make
backtrack
sure
a
that-
little bit.
Yeah, you have to make sure your drive was that good.
Stay with the drive analogy there.
Yeah. So, do you think that your drive in your 20s was good enough?
Not really, no.
Right. So, did you stick with anything long enough?
No, I think the longest job I had was 2 years.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That you need to have that drive in your 20s to stick with things that were fucking stupid.
Like I think
lot of
this
times
YouTube
it's
channel
just fucking
is the thing I've stuck with longest.
And in my 20s, I stuck with shit that was fucking stupid. I wasn't even making money.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
not
just
making money.
stuck with it. And I just stuck with it. That sticking point sometimes pays off in the end.
Because it taught you persistence and focus,
Yeah.
which you then applied to your career.
I get to look back and go, yeah, that was the right choice, but that's an unfair advantage when I look at it because I stuck to it. It worked out.
Hmm.
I could see a situation where I was me. I stuck with what I was doing. It didn't work out. But at the same time, it was me making that decision. And I knew I can make it work out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I had to hard pivot at 22.
Yeah. Some people have to make that decision go, is this going to work out or not going to work out? You have to make that mental decision to decide if I stick with this, is it going to work out or do I have to pivot?
You know the one thing that if I could just like press a button and change about myself would be because I have this desire to become the kind of person who can just decide a path and then go all in. Like, say, for example, I decide, okay, I'm going to be a community manager. That's my career. That's all I do. That's the thing I'm best at. Then every single day I should be calling people, emailing people, reaching out, applying to every job I find, basically making it my life's mission to get a job in that field. And then when I get the job, just 16-hour days, becoming excellent at it, and just do an amazing job. Now, the good news is, did I tell you I was a community manager at a co-working place?
No.
Okay, so I'll tell you now. So basically, I got a job as a community manager at a co-working space in downtown Vancouver.
I don't even
Oh,
know.
I
what the
knew
fuck-
about this.
I'm gonna state this first. I have no idea what that job is.
Okay, so basically, co-working is people pay a monthly subscription and they rent an office or they rent a desk and they show up And
So is that business that went out of business? What's it called?
no, it's still in
We
business.
work.
WeWork.
It's like
yeah.
WeWork, yes.
Okay,
WeWork
so
isn't
that
out of
went out of
business, but
business, bankrupt. It went bankrupt.
I mean, it's still going. But
I don't think they're
Yeah.
bankrupt. Or they might
They
have to
went-
file for bankruptcy.
They had to file for bankruptcy. Yeah.
But anyway, so I was a community manager. That just meant that I signed up new members, I gave tours to people, I solved any problems that were there. I was on the site, helping people with things.
Yep.
And I actually got an email from one of the community members. He's an engineer who is renting an office there. And he told me they now have 4 office managers, and all combined, they're not as good as I was.
Okay.
And he
That's
gave me
one
his
person's view on it.
yeah, he gave me his email address and phone number and said, use me as a reference for your next job because you were really good. And all I did
And
was
did you
like,
use that reference?
yeah, I've used it. I put it in for the Canadian Armed Forces. He was like, I'm glad you emailed me because like I thought that was spam, but I recovered the email and filled it out. So yeah, I mean, my point is like, but the thing that seems to stop me is some kind of fear. And Jason, I think this comes back to your insecurities point.
Did file for Chapter 11 in 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. Which means they can continue their company. If it's Chapter 11, they can continue. Chapter 7, it's closed.
Okay.
I believe that's how it works.
But yeah, Jason, I think the insecurity or fear that's stopping me somehow from just going all in. Like this sort of fearlessness that says, okay, you can't fail, just do it.
Do you know what I think? And if you wanted to make an argument that I don't know you good enough, then I would be like, that's fair. I think you think you're gonna be special one day,
Yeah, I
and
think
it's
that's true.
statistically not gonna happen.
Hmm.
Oh, shit. Wait. Do you actually think that, Famsy?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck. Fuck. How special?
Like, I think I will be world class at something.
Do you think that you'll be remembered in any way?
Not for more than 100 years.
Holy shit, 100?
100 years after your death?
Yes, 100 years
What
after my
the
death.
Yeah.
fuck?
That's
Yeah,
called
that's
delusions
wild.
of grandeur.
Yeah. You're lucky on 5 that somebody mentions your name.
Mm.
Think of it that way. You should be focusing more on enjoying your life now. So if you could tell everybody that's watching YouTube right now, you will not be remembered. Nobody will ever remember you. You'll be erased from history in less than 5 years after your death. Nobody will care about you. You could even die tragically, and you'll be forgotten immediately. So do what's best for you. That's 100 years. That's fucking insane, Bamsey. 100 years? Some people don't even know who the fucking Benjamin Franklin is. Bamsey, who's Benjamin Franklin?
I think he was a founding father of the
Of?
U.S., right?
Right. And that's all you know. That's
Yeah.
all you know
I
about
don't
him.
know what the point I was trying to make with that was.
I'm just saying is
should have
100 years.
You should have said some random person's name that
I
died
should have
yesterday.
said so. Okay, yeah, you should have.
That would have made the
But my
point.
point. Yeah, good point. Fuck. I fucked up. But still, I mean, Benjamin Franklin, he doesn't know anything about him.
He just who gives a fuck.
He just knows he's a founding father. That's it. It's meaningless at that point.
Oh, who gives a
You don't
fuck
know how
about
good of a
Benjamin
guy
Franklin?
he was.